Prepositions are essential components of English grammar, establishing relationships between nouns, pronouns, and other words in a sentence. Their correct usage is governed by specific rules. Here are 25 grammar rules related to prepositions, each accompanied by an example. Prepositions must have an object. A preposition always requires an object which can be a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase. Example, she sat on the chair. Here, chair is an object, a noun. Prepositions are followed by nouns or pronouns, not verbs. If a verb follows a preposition, it should be in gerund form. Gerund means a verb noun. Like swimming is my hobby. I am not denoting actual swimming action. They talked about going to the park. Avoid ending sentences with prepositions in formal writing. While common in spoken English, ending sentences with prepositions is discouraged in formal writing. Example of informal writing. Who are you talking to? The correct sentence is, to whom are you talking? Use in for enclosed spaces. In denotes something within an enclosed space. Example, the keys are in the drawer. I am in the classroom. Use on for surfaces. On indicates something resting on a surface. Example, the book is on the table. Use at for specific locations. At refers to a specific point or place. Example, she is at the bus stop. Use between for two items. Between is used when referring to two distinct items. Example, the negotiation is between the company and the client. Use among for more than two items. Among is appropriate when referring to more than two items. Example, the secret was shared among the friends. Always remember, between means two, among means more than two. Use since for specifying starting point in time. Since refers to a specific point in time when an action began. Example, she has been studying since morning. Use for to denote duration. For denotes the length of time an action has been occurring. Example, they have lived here for 5 years. Here for denotes duration. Use by to indicate the agent in passive voice. In passive constructions, by introduces the doer of the action. Example, the novel was written by the author. Use with to indicate instrument or accomplishment. Use with to indicate instrument. With can denote the instrument used or a companion. Example, she wrote the letter with a pen. He came with his friend. Use about to indicate a topic. About introduces the subject of discussion or concern. Example, we talked about the new project. Use into to indicate movement towards the interior of something. Into suggests entering or going inside. Example, she walked into the room. Use out of to indicate movement from the interior to the exterior. Out of denotes exiting or leaving. Example, he jumped out of the car. Use over to indicate movement above something. Over suggests movement from one side to another above something. Example, the cat jumped over the fence. Use under to indicate a position below something. Under denotes being directly beneath. Example, the dog is sleeping under the table. Use along to indicate movement in a line. Along refers to movement following a line or path. Example, they walked along the river bank. Use across to indicate movement from one side to another. Across denotes moving to opposite side. Example, she swam across the lake. Use through to indicate movement within a space. Through suggests passing from one end to another within something. Example, the train went through the tunnel. Use before to indicate precedence in time or position. Before denotes earlier than or in front of. Example, finish your homework before dinner. Use after to indicate succession in time or position. After means later than or following. Example, we will go for a walk after lunch. Use against to indicate opposition or contact. Against can mean in opposition to or touching. Example, she leaned against the wall.